Imagine walking down a street when a crowd suddenly rushes past you in the opposite direction. You don't know why, but within seconds, your feet turn and you're moving with them. Later, you can't even explain what just happened. This is one of the strangest quirks of being human. We copy the crowd even when part of us knows we shouldn't. Picture two restaurants side by side. One is empty. One has a long line outside. Which one do you pick? Most of us choose the crowded one, assuming the food must be better. But sometimes, the empty restaurants simply open later, and the food is just as good or better. We didn't choose based on taste. We chose based on other people's choices. Here's the strange part. Often, some quiet voice inside us says, "This doesn't feel right." We sense the crowd might be wrong. And yet our feet keep moving with everyone else anyway. Knowing better doesn't always stop us from following. So why does this happen? To understand it, we have to go back, way back, to how humans survived in the first place. Tens of thousands of years ago, being alone was dangerous. A lone person in the wild was easy prey, but a group moving together, watching each other's backs, had a far better chance of surviving predators, harsh weather, and hunger. Over generations, sticking with the group wasn't just comforting. It was often the difference between life and death. That survival lesson never left us. Our brains evolved to treat what the group is doing as an important signal, almost like an alarm. If everyone runs, running is probably safer than staying still and asking questions. This shortcut kept our ancestors alive, and we still carry the exact same wiring today, even in a world that looks nothing like the one it was built for. There's another layer to this. Humans are deeply social animals. Being excluded from the group once meant losing protection, food, and support. So our brains developed a strong discomfort around standing apart, a quiet fear of being left out. That's why disagreeing with a group can feel so much harder than it should, even over something small. In the 1950s, psychologist Solomon Asch ran a simple test. He showed people lines of different lengths and asked which one matched a reference line. Alone, almost everyone answered correctly. But when surrounded by others who confidently gave the wrong answer, many people abandoned their own eyes and agreed with the group, even though the correct answer was obvious. This plays out constantly in daily life. We cross the street when others do, without checking the signal ourselves. We clap when the room claps. We trust the product with thousands of 5-star reviews more than our own judgment. Each time, we quietly borrow confidence from the group instead of forming our own opinion first. Online, this instinct gets amplified. A post with thousands of likes feels more true than one with none, regardless of its actual content. We scroll through feeds where everyone reacts the same way, and slowly, our own opinion starts to blur into theirs. The digital crowd moves faster and louder than any crowd our ancestors ever faced. This instinct isn't always harmless. In emergencies, people often wait to see if others will act first. And sometimes, nobody does. A pattern known as the bystander effect. Panic can spread through crowds during financial crises. Groups can talk themselves into bad decisions simply because no one wants to be the one who disagrees. Blind conformity has a price. It can quietly erode our confidence, our creativity, and our ability to trust our own judgment. Over time, always following can leave us feeling disconnected from what we actually think or want, standing in a crowd, but strangely alone inside our own head. But copying others isn't only a flaw. It's also how humans learned languages, built cultures, and passed down survival skills across generations. Watching and imitating others helped us cooperate, build trust, and create communities. The same instinct that can mislead us also helped humanity grow. So what can we actually do? The simplest tool is a short pause. Before agreeing, joining, or following, take 1 second to ask, do I actually believe this, or am I just following? That single pause creates space for your own judgment to catch up with your instincts. The goal isn't to reject the crowd entirely. Crowds often carry useful information. The real skill is learning to notice group wisdom without losing your own voice inside it. Walking alongside others while still checking, every so often, that you're moving in a direction you actually chose. We are wired by evolution to notice the crowd, and there's nothing wrong with that instinct itself. What matters is what we do with it. Next time you feel that quiet pull to just go along, pause for 1 second and ask yourself why. That single pause might be the most human thing you can do.